This is Eagle Owl, and today we got destroyed. We got destroyed by the Giants, man. The Eagles have officially hit rock bottom, but let's get straight into it. This probably was the first game I almost cut off. Well, I did walk away a couple times. In 2017, Eagles got destroyed. The Giants was up 24-0 the first half. I mean, what could go wrong went wrong in MetLife. I mean, look, offense was stale. The only guy that came out there to play, ironically, is Kendrick Gainwell. The guy that been taking the most hit all this season. Kendrick Gainwell came to play. He had a 31-yarder. The run game was working. I'm like, okay, we stick to this. We can win this game. And the thing is, it wasn't about winning this game to possibly get the NFC East. We already knew. Like, Washington got swept by everybody in the NFC East. Washington was going to lose to the Cowboys. It was just about finding an identity, fighting, and trying to go into the playoffs hot. And it's like we made it worse. Like, the whole point, again, was just to get something kick started. We lost badly to the Giants. And I knew it. I knew it was this coaching staff. So that means AJ Brown low key fed us fool's gold, because this is what Jay Glazer actually had to say before the game about the team meeting.
Right now, Jay,
calm it down, everybody.
let's talk
Calm
about
it
this
down.
Eagles team. They've lost 4 or 5. What's going on behind the scenes there?
Well, here's the thing. You know, of all people, A.J. Brown was the voice of reason this week. He's been very emotional on the sidelines, but he called a players-only meeting this week. And one, he said, look, I'm sorry to you guys that you've had to answer for me and my emotions. I haven't talked to the media. That won't happen again. But two, we really got to start bonding together. Whatever the coaches call for us, we have to start flying through. That's me, that's you, that's everybody else. We got to start believing in our coaches and really go with the plan that they are giving us wholeheartedly.
All right, so
Start believing in the coaching staff. I knew it. It was a disconnect. I think it started around week 4, week 5, whatever week we played the Rams. As I found this clip, and I remember Jason Kelsey was like going off on Nick Sirianni and like Stoutland and stuff. And we won the game. We beat the Rams. We played better the second half because we adjust. And I'm like, yo, it was something with that. People like, nah, we went in. You overthinking it. I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna revisit that at a later date. There's something going on with this coaching staff, and no matter what Jason Kelsey is saying, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, any of these dudes are saying, something's going on with that coaching staff. And you know what sucks about this, and what I think is going to happen, and a lot of you not going to agree with me because we had so many winnable games and lost. The Eagles are going to possibly beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? It's a high chance. Buccaneers won about 3 field goals, and I think Baker Mayfield is a little hurt. We're possibly going to beat them, and we might get destroyed by the Cowboys or the 49ers. That's what's going to suck, because one of those teams are going to have bragging rights the whole off season. The whole off season, they might have bragging rights. Unless some upsets happen. I doubt it if like Green Bay is going to beat the Cowboys, or you never know. Green Bay somewhat got Mike McCarthy's number and the Cowboys number, or what's the other lower seed? Who's behind us? The Rams or something. And lower seeds. I don't know. Shoot. That's the only way. But the only way I see us going to the next round, we probably going to have to play the Cowboys or the 49ers. I'm not even thinking of the scenarios. I know the 49ers play the lowest seed that wins, and then it goes, if the Cowboys win, they play the next lower seed, or the team that wins get a home game. They play the second next to lower seed, something like that. But I'm going on a tangent about that. That's not the point. The point is we might get obliterated by the 49ers or Cowboys. That's what sucks. That's what sucks. It's such a slow bleed. It's like it's so slow. And we all see it, man. You can't fool us. You just simply can't fool us. It's the coaching staff versus the players. The only way, and I got crucified for saying this last time, and I think some people might be on my side, even though this is a low percentage chance of winning. But the only way the Eagles can do anything in the playoffs, anything, the players have to fight for something else and not the coaches. And Jalen Hurts is literally going to have to call the plays. That's the only way. As I heard, start believing in the coaches or trust the coaches. And we got blown out by the Giants. Same stuff. Oh, believe. Oh, fundamentals and this and that, this and that. Yeah, I'm not getting me on another Wednesday or Thursday. Had to see it to believe it. But again, what went wrong in MetLife went wrong. I mean, Sidney Brown, torn ACL. I heard from somebody the thing with AJ Brown, they never thought it was an ACL injury. And shout out to Ian Rappaport saying it's not. What I heard is that it might be an MCL sprain, but might not be that serious. And you get an extra day off. You're going to a Monday night game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So heard this for sure. AJ Brown might play or should play. I'm hearing it's a sprain, but not sure how strong the sprain is. I heard it's an MCL sprain. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm hearing. What else? Again, Sidney Brown tore his ACL, and he tore his ACL late in the season. So that means Sidney Brown, he not going to be ready to November. He's not going to be ready to November. So he might not go through camp. And it sucks. That's MetLife for you, man. Jalen Hurts, dislocated his middle finger. It was just bad. Like, everything went bad. It went so bad. I seen Big Jeffrey Lurie like, nah, I gotta take over. It's time for me to talk to this team. I need to know what the hell is going on. Seen Jeffrey Lurie walking down the tunnel like, oh nah, we own the Giants. I gotta talk to this team. But this team just gotta figure out something else to fight for, man. Because they clearly not fighting for the coaching staff. Clearly not. This team, I don't know. I don't care. And I heard LB say this in his rant video. I don't care about the team bondings. I don't care about the vibes or anything like that. I get it. The team is close. But there's something going on with the coaching staff. It's something going on. When I say I need everybody fired, I mean, I need everybody fired. But the problem, this is the problem. The Eagles are going to hire somebody that we don't know. And then they're going to hire their coaching staff. And they're going to be like, we want you guys to run this system. And because that guy just never thought he was going to get hired for a head coaching position, he's going to take it. He's probably going to be successful his first year. We're going to be happy. Yay. He's successful. But then, teams catch on to what you're doing. And then that guy going to want to do his own thing. And then it's going to be no. Then they're going to send that guy off. Or it's going to be another bad season. It's like the cycle repeats itself. The only difference between this cycle of Doug Peterson and Nick Sirianni is at least Doug Peterson got the ring. Nick Sirianni didn't even get the ring. But this team's too talented, got too much money put into it to just lay down like this. Just to lay down like this. Man, this team got to find a fight, man. And I'm one of those dudes. It ain't over till it's over, or to the quote unquote fat lady sing. But man, that fat lady setting up the mic, she about to sing, bruh. She about to sing. She about to let it loose. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on again with this team. I just don't know. Defense is terrible. Everybody's like, yo, I can't wait for Zach Cunningham to come back. He was horrible. Shaq Leonard, him and Nicholas Morrow, horrible. They better all give him Ben Van Summerand an opportunity. They all was bad. This dropping Hassan Reddick thing in coverage is just not working. I see Emmanuel Iko or Acho break down the play, whereas though we was like in cover 2, which was a good play call. It's just the wrong personnel. You have Hassan Reddick in coverage. He supposed to stay in his cover spot. Tyrod Taylor start scrambling out and then find a wide open dude for 20. But if Hassan Reddick stay in his assignment, maybe Tyrod Taylor run for 5 instead of them getting 20 plus yards, but that's not Hassan Reddick thing. Hassan Reddick thing is to go rush the passer. And the first couple plays you do, Matt Patricia dude sucks. Another dude that don't know his personnel. And you was better off sticking with Sean Desai. You was better off letting Sean Desai go through his bumps and just rock out that way. Let us all complain, but Matt Patricia is worse. He's worse. I mean, if he's going to keep dropping Hassan Reddick in coverage, remember Hassan Reddick did not like Arizona for that reason, and we're dropping him back in coverage. Like, what's going on? What's going on through their head? Like, the beat writers got to ask them this, like, yo, why is y'all dropping Hassan Reddick in coverage? Don't ask Hassan Reddick that. Ask Matt Patricia that. Never drop him in coverage. Are you crazy? With the weak pass rushing we got, and then we got Josh Sweat, who haven't had a sack in 2 months. Come on, fam. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? You dropping Hassan Reddick in coverage. Back to the offense, man. AJ Brown gets hurt. Devontae Smith, we already know he's missing the game. And you decide we're going to be pass happy with Jalen Hurts, with Quez Watkins, Zacchaeus, and old Julio Jones, and think we're going to win that way. Brian Johnson, again, what is going through your head? The only person that won that game, as far as on the Eagles side of the ball, is Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith probably hit up his agent like, yo, you see how ass they are without me? Get these dudes for a lot of money. You see how ass they are without me? Get these dudes for a lot of money. That's who won that on the offensive side of the ball. Like, come on. Like, bruh, you're going pass happy with no receivers. Even though, like, I like Brent Covey as far as, like, future. I like how he play. Like, he can be a future slot. But, like, seriously, that's your personnel, and you want to go pass happy with that. Kenneth Gainwell, again, ran a 30-plus yarder. He was like, nah, we're going to take it out to hand. We're going to put Penny in, and no, it just didn't work. And Rashad Penny, now it's going to stop. Rashad Penny is done. Anytime I see highlights of him, he's in Seattle doing something before the injuries. Like, he's not that dude anymore. He can't block. Don't got the explosiveness at all. At all. He's not better than Boston Scott. He's not better than Kenneth Gainwell. He damn sure not better than DeAndre Swift. He's just not that dude anymore. So we need to cut it out. He's not that dude. It's not. So cut that out. I guess if I had to grade this game, everybody deserves an F. Everybody, maybe besides special teams. Brandman, punter of the year, doing this thing. Jake Elliott doing this thing. This team, it hurts so bad because they're talented. Like, it hurts bad. The season we went 4-11, we knew like, okay, Carson Wentz, he's pretty much done. We knew that. We really had no receiver. Zach Ertz was aging. Dallas Goedert was young, trying to get his feet wet. And we just knew the season was going to be bad. We somewhat knew that after like 4 games. But you go 10-1 down the stretch, you end the season 1-5. Look, man, I want to believe that we can pull off the unbelievable, like the Baltimore Ravens did, or like the Colts did not a couple years, like decades ago with Peyton Manning. I want to believe we can do that, but I just don't see it. And I'm pretty sure those teams were saying the same thing before. They wanted like, yeah, I don't know if we can do it, but they end up doing it. And I'm in that boat. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things I got to see to believe, because that Peyton Manning team was talented. They lost some really tough games down the stretch. That Baltimore 2012 team, we talk about it now as being very talented, but down the stretch, they was not that good. And that's the same thing we're going through. I'm not saying we're winning the Super Bowl. I'm not even saying we're going to the Super Bowl. Hell, I'm not even saying we're winning a playoff game. I'm saying that, I just don't see it. And it's being amplified because we're in the social media age. So 2012, yeah, it was social media, but it wasn't as big as it is now. Like, everything goes through social media. And just like this Eagles team, everything is going through social media. So it's amplifying the news of how bad the Eagles are. Hopefully we can turn it around, man. Hopefully they fools goaling me. Hopefully they want vanilla because they didn't want the Buccaneers to know their game plan. I don't know. But you don't lose to the Giants that way. You was better off, because if you just would have sat the starters and then we lost like that, we're like, well, you sat the starters. It was bound to happen. We pretty much conceded to the 5th seed. But you played them and they played that bad. I don't care if Devontae Smith wasn't there. You still played terrible. Played horrible. But I just don't see the bounce back, man. I don't see the bounce back. Like, see, let me say this. Of course we want to win, right? It's like we in this weird position. If we win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, go to the next round and actually compete and possibly lose, problem number one to be, well, we did win a playoff game and we did compete with that next team. Maybe we give this coaching regime another shot. And that's going to suck. But say if we lose, it's like, damn, we lost. We had an 11-win team. And it sucks, but at least we could get started with the off season. Do what we got to do with this coaching staff, clean house and get a head start. But the problem is, if we win, man, we win again. And say if we get to a freaking NFC championship game on some lucky jump, there's going to be people like, well, we should give this coaching staff another shot. So winning can possibly harm us. This sounds insane. But of course, losing still going to hurt. And I always want my team to win, no matter what, especially in the playoffs. But what's going to suck, if we win more games in the playoffs than expected, we're going to keep the coaching regime around and probably look terrible going into the next season. Or you lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we just completely collapse, and then we start with a new coaching regime, and with the same roster, maybe, it look a lot better, more clean. Who knows? Who knows, man? This might be my longest video I ever made. This might be my longest video I ever made, man. But, hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about this team? The Giants, though. The freaking Giants. You lost to the freaking Giants, and not just a loss. Embarrassed by the Giants. Embarrassed. Enjoy your Monday. No Monday work. You got to deal with another Eagles loss. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. The Giants, man. This is Eagle Owl, man.